Okay, so you're gonna lay down on the mat, face down. You can use weight or no weight. I'm not gonna use any weight. You're gonna squeeze with your arms, kind of like cactus arms or goalpost. Extend here and come down. Exhale as you lift, stretch here. Inhale to prepare. Oh, I forgot to raise my legs. So you really, when you squeeze up, before you extend your arms, make sure that your elbows are not higher than your hands, right? If anything, they're lower or at least the same height as your hands. I would prefer that your elbows are a little lower. And remember, you're doing 20 reps. Remember, as you lift up, you want to draw your stomach in. I've got 10 more. Keep the eyes down so the neck, the back of the neck is long. I've got 3 more. And 1, good. And then twisted plank, not twisted bridge. So you're gonna hold the plank, your feet are together, you're gonna twist or turn, I guess, to one side. Sorry, feet are apart, You're gonna twist, bring that knee that's underneath, touch the opposite elbow, switch and touch. You'll do 20 total, so it's 10 on each side. Keep the hands under the shoulders, legs really straight. And what I'm doing when I'm touching my knee to my elbow, I'm like actively crunching those obliques. I'm not just going through the motions and tapping my knee to my elbow. I'm kind of crunching in on that side where my elbow is touching my knee. So if my right elbow is touching, I feel it on the right side, or sorry, my right knee is touching, I feel it on the right side. My left knee is touching, I feel it on the left side. I've got 10. I've got 3 more. And 1. Ooh, I like those. I like those a lot. Okay, and I'm gonna just move my mat off to the side. Single leg, good morning. I'm gonna use a really lightweight. I'd rather focus on a really straight line, right, from my wrist to my foot, than use something that's too heavy, and then your neck is all rounded and your elbows are all sticking out. So I would go light, but then I would have my chest reverse fly weights like close by, okay? So let's start standing on the left leg first. Right leg is back. So your elbows are a little soft and they're pointed out to the sides, right? So there's room, so that you're not scrunching your neck. And my left knee is slightly soft, it's not locked out. My weight is right over the arch of my foot. I'm halfway through. If you're a little ahead or a little behind, that's fine. I'm starting to feel it. 12 up and down my left hamstring, my left glute. I have 5 more left. It's really starting to burn. Julie just lost her balance. And 1. Those last 5 reps, those are the ones that count the most. All right, I've got my dumbbells for reverse fly. I'm gonna do it facing you guys. My left foot is still forward because that's my dominant leg. And you're gonna squeeze back. And I'm facing you because I want you to see that my hands stay below my shoulder line. I'm not coming above the shoulders. I'm squeezing back at an angle. And this is where Jill can put that rubber band, that tubing underneath her front foot and have that perfect angle back. You should not be feeling this in your upper trap at all, right? So you want to keep that arm down when you pull those arms back. Don't scrunch up your neck, okay? 20 reps. How many you got? 15, so 5 more. Uh-oh, Julie's already making noises and we're only 13 minutes in. This is going to be a very noisy session. You guys, you're being spared. No, they can only hear me, I think. Okay, so you're saying your right leg now, and same thing, extension, good mornings, single leg. So right at the top of the exercise, I really focus on squeezing that left glute. Right knee, of course, is soft. So remember, as it gets more difficult, 10, and the muscle starts to fatigue, or muscles, that's when you really got to think about using your core a little bit more so you can maintain your balance. Is that 15? Right? 14, 15. Speed is not your friend here. Slow down a little. Woo. Okay, so same thing on this side. My right leg is slightly forward. I'm up on the ball of my left foot and squeezing my back. Almost like stretching my chest open. Front knee is soft, very little weight on that back leg. And bend over just a little bit more. There you go. And then look at me. Round your chest open. Like stretch it open. I've got 5 more. And 1. Woo. Okay, a little sip of water if you need it. Bring that mat back. So we're gonna get back down on that mat. So I like this combination because you just finished weighted work in your back, like 10s or 8s or something, right? So now your back should be nice, like like active. So when you do those goalpost Supermans, what I'm talking about is like making sure you're not lifting like this, that you're lifting and you're squeezing your back like that, and then extending up and coming down. So think about that a little bit more this time. Draw the stomach in on the lift. So I start in the goalpost, my arms are not touching the floor. I'm gonna squeeze everything up, extend, and then down. Inhale to prepare. And once I get moving, I can think about more my glutes. So I'll really squeeze my butt to lift my legs, not lift my legs and then squeeze my butt. I have this little phrase, squeeze my butt, my legs come up. So I squeeze my butt to lift my legs. Squeeze my butt, my legs come up. Keep those eyes down so the back of your neck is nice and long. What number are you on, Julie? 12. Watch those elbows, especially when you start to get tired. They don't get higher than your wrist. I got 4 more. Whoa. Whew, my arms are fatigued. Huh? Well, yeah, maybe like little 1 pound weights. Like you could do that with little baby weights, like little pink ones, right? Okay, so coming into plank, feet about like shoulder to hip distance, right? So then you can roll onto that top foot, touch that elbow to that knee, come back to the other side, or come to the other side, back from the center. 20 reps total. Really crunch that knee in. Feel those obliques. Feel those obliques on that knee side. I'm on 15, you got 20 to do. I love these, feel awesome. I think I have 2 more. And 1. Oh, right there. Right there, but I gotta tell you, it doesn't happen like unless you're really thinking about flexing in. You gotta actively flex those obliques. All right, so I've got my light weight. I'm gonna start on my right leg because we started on the left leg last time. So right knee is soft, nice and tall, right? I hate when I see this and then I see somebody like looking down at the ground. You wanna kind of be looking up. Think of a straight line from the crown of your head to the heel of your foot, the left foot. I've got 6. We're not watching. 10 more. 8. I've got 4 more left. 2 more. Ooh, almost fell. And 1. Yes, my butt. Brittany's like, my butt, Anna. Yep, good. Because when we use such light weights, your legs are strong, right? They carry you around all the time. So we got to go to high reps because we can't go heavier in the arms. You'll hurt your neck. All right, so you're again, right foot forward. Most of your weight is in that front leg. And then you want to stretch open. Squeeze your back. Careful that those weights don't track above the shoulder. Bigger arms, Julie, if you can. Come on. 14, hang in there. Come on, miss. Got to pick up the heavy weights. Let's see. 5. She didn't give me a good response when I asked her to do that. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's why you don't want to go so heavy, because you're doing 40, 80 of these, guys, 80. You're like, oh yeah. Brittany's like, we're only doing 2 sets? Wait, do you want me to smack her, Jill, or? All right, good mornings. On the left leg, stand up tall. Yeah, always start standing up tall, because then I always come right back to that spot. And I kind of, with my eyes, 3, just kind of follow like an imaginary line. 4, kind of like a spotting. I'm squeezing that right glute at the top. Yeah, I can feel the fatigue in my arms. Is that 9 or 10? 10. Julie's like, it's 10. It's not 9. 11. 13. 14. Keeping that standing legs, that knee soft. We got 5 more here. 3. I've got 1 more. 1. Let's see. She's like, that seemed like a lot. It is a lot. Because technically, again, you're doing 80 with the arms. So it's a lot, right? You just finished 80 shoulder lifts with the arms. Okay, so left leg is forward, right foot soft. And when I mean soft, your weight is not back here centered over your body or over both legs. It's slightly forward centered over that left leg. I have a hair on me. There we go. I'm on 10. Think of making a wide W. I've got 2 more. And 1. Whew, tired. Okay, tired arms, which is good. I swam yesterday and did yoga yesterday, so that's why my arms are tired. Get some water. Okay. All right, so this workout pretty much reflects the same workout last Thursday. And I've told you before, it's not because I'm lazy, it's because I think sometimes repeating the same workout kind of get a little bit more benefit than always switching everything up all the time. So we're gonna do the side lunge, and then you'll switch the weight and do a cross lunge with an overhead. So the weight, if I'm stepping out to the left, stepping out to the right, the weight is in my left hand, so that's in the center. Then I'm gonna switch it and press overhead, and then switch it back and go out to the side. Okay, so Jono, how about for you, we just do a squat with 1 leg and keep it here. So just do the squat, Jono. Okay, that's it for you today because of your knee. And so he's giving me a thumbs up. Everybody else, make sure when you step out that knee is tracking straight ahead, please. Not this angle out to the side. And I know you can see that even though it's kind of dark background, knee and foot, and you guys know that. And then when you cross behind, right, you're looking for your hips to be, again, square. You don't want to be twisted, okay? So we're gonna start with the dumbbell in your left hand. You choose 10 pounds, 5 pounds. Yes, you're doing 20. So we'll do 20 on one side and then 20 on the other. And then what we'll do is then we'll do, 20 on one side and then single leg bicep curls, and then 20 on the other side with the lunges and then single leg bicep curls, okay? All right, so we're gonna be stepping out to the right, stepping out, overhead press, cross behind. That's 1 of 20. And keep going, I'm gonna turn the music up. I need music for lunges. Yeah, that's a good song too. Okay, what number are you on, Julie? She's on 5, so I'm on 5. And these multi-directional lunges, oh my God, are so good for you, seriously. No matter if you just wanna like be fit, like generally fit, but where we live, you know, we usually have an underlying desire to be better skiers, better bikers, better hikers, better tennis, better whatever. And this multi-directional stuff just makes you overall stronger. What number, Julie? 15, 5 more to go. What would I do if Julie wasn't here? So 20. Okay, so hand on the thigh. Hand on the thigh is cheating. Yes, you were. I could see you in the camera. Okay, so I just outed Julie. All right, standing on your left leg. Okay, so of course, she'll know, she'll put the rubber band underneath her foot. Light weights, turn your palms out. If it's too heavy, keep your palms facing you. Here we go, 20 reps standing on your left foot. Make sure you extend all the way, please. 4, extend all the way out. 5, no matter which direction your hands are, extend all the way out. Yeah, I could have went a little heavier than that. Could have went heavier than that. Although now I'm feeling it a little bit. Woo! Okay, so now you have the weight in your right hand because you're gonna step out to the left this time, and then cross behind your right leg. So stepping out, and then you switch it to your left hand and overhead press. Nice and long in the torso. Does that make sense? Your torso's reaching out on that lateral lunge, and nice and tall in the cross behind. What number? What, 9? So 20 reps, I'm on 12. This is 13. Don't worry if you're moving slower, that's fine. Last 5 for us. And Julie's not cheating this time. Ooh, a little heart rate. I think I have one more. Maybe not. Holy crap is right. Yeah, that. So there, a little bit of faster tempo, not a bad thing, right? As long as your form is good. Okay, standing on the right leg, working through that elevated heart rate. And then I'll explain it after I finish this set. 6, 7 of the benefit, 8 of this little segment we're doing. Make sure you extend all the way. I've got 4 more. 1. So while you're taking a little water break, so I always tell everybody there's a method to my madness. Oh my God, my arms hurt. Woo! There's a method to my madness, right? So like I said, multi-plane, multi-directional in the lunge, reaching, then overhead, both arms. So the blood is just pooling in those legs. And then you grab heavier weights, the blood is pooled in that leg, but now you're bicep curling. So your body's like, whoa, wait a minute. Get the blood out of the leg and into the biceps, so that keeps the heart slightly elevated. Yeah, so makes the most of the hour that we have, because we're working your whole body. So that's like a lot of parts to squeeze in 1 hour. Anyway, all right, we got one more round to do, because according to Brittany, we're only doing 2 rounds. Only, I can't forget the word preface before 2 rounds was only. Yes, we are only doing 2 rounds. All right, stepping out to the right, the dumbbell is in my left hand. Stepping out. Four, keep that chest out long and tall, right? I move in my class how I want to look out there. Good posture, strong body. What number, Julie? This is 8. Careful, you're crossing. See how you're turning your hip? See? Yeah. See how your right hip is kind of turning to the right a little on the cross? Yeah. And what number? We're on 13 or 14. 14. We've got 5 more to go. I think I just heard Julie swear. 2. And 1. Oh, mama is right. Yeah, for me, I know I look wimpy with this little 5-pound weight, but that's what I have today. I know I can overhead press 5 pounds. Elevated heart rate now. Standing on that left leg and flexing those biceps. So now I'm asking my body to now bring the blood up into my biceps. Can't talk. 7, make sure, oh, almost fell over. Make sure you fully extend. Okay, now I'm starting to feel them. You okay back there, Julie? No, she's not gonna make it. I think I have 8 more. I can feel my left leg a little more wobbly this time. I might have done more than 20, I think. Owie. Okay. Now Brittany's groaning. Oh my God, my arms are tired. I'm about to pick this weight up and my arms are like, no. Okay, stepping out to the left. Weight is in your right hand. You ready? Okay, she's ready. Here we go. Stepping out to the left and then overhead press. So the right hand holds the weight on the down, left hand overhead presses. Six. So Brittany asked if this was for ACL prevention. This definitely will strengthen your knees, again, because you're moving multi-directional. And especially for women, and I've talked about this before, because the way our hips are set, our hips are, and our femurs are set in the hip socket, we, especially younger, are more susceptible to ACL tears, or because of the lifestyle we have out here with the skiing, that could also cause an ACL tear. What number, Julie? Thank God, 17. Yeah, one more. One. Or if you've had a tear in the past, you know, I always talk about your kinetic chain, and that's a weak link in your chain, even if it's been repaired. So the structure around that previous tear, you know, has some trauma from the surgery. So making sure you keep those muscles moving and, like I said, multi-directional, under load, with good form, and you should stay good. You know, that surgery should last a really, really, really long time. What number, Brittany? 13. She's like, I don't know. 13 sounds like a good number. 25? I'm gonna go for 6, 5. Yeah, that feels about right. 4, biceps are starting to burn. Julie's making funny noises again back there. 2, and 1. That might have been 22, I don't know. All right, ooh, I'm starting to sweat. That's not true, I am sweating. Okay, get some water. Oh my God, I can't pick up my arms. Okay. All right, so that was standing on the left leg. So the next exercise will be right leg forward. And we're following the same pattern, I don't know if you realize that, from the good mornings, reverse flies, you know, where we do one leg, then the upper body, then the other leg, then the upper body. Did that today with the lunges, biceps, and we're gonna repeat that with the lunge, the dumbbell chop. So with the right leg forward, we'll be chopping up. Oh, sorry, I always get this wrong in the first move. We'll be taking the dumbbell up over the left shoulder and coming across the right thigh or down to the right, toward the right hip. Again, it's up and down. And there is a little bit of up and down in the body as well. So we'll be doing that, and that will be this way. And then we will step out with that left foot and do those dumbbell obliques that we've done before. Then we'll switch to the other side and do the dumbbell obliques. Again, multi-plane, multi-dimensional. Now it's some speed and power. Speed now is your friend in a way that it's going to challenge you, but only move as fast as you can safely, right? Don't let go of the dumbbell because it might, you throw it out the window. And then with the kettlebell obliques, again, elevated heart rate, but still working. So right leg is forward. I've got a 7.5 pound dumbbell in my hand, just to give you an idea. I think I'm gonna hold it like this today. I'm gonna try this today. I held it like this last week, but I'm gonna hold it like this. So we're gonna do the first 5 slow together, okay? We're gonna come up over our left shoulder, right? So I'm kind of in front of my face, And I'm gonna come down across my right thigh. That's up and then down, that's 2. Inhale, exhale, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm gonna speed up a little bit. 6 and 7, pull the weight up. 8, pull it up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, pull it up. 16, pull it up. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Whew. Now you can use that same weight or go heavier. Left foot perpendicular to the right, and it lines up with the arch of your right foot. Right arm, here we go. 20 reps. So remember, we're holding a wine glass filled with Dr. Pepper at the bottom, right? So when you go down and up, don't spill it. And slow down if you need to. What number, Julie? 10. So we are halfway. If you're just a little behind, don't worry about it. You want to keep both legs as straight as you can. You shouldn't feel stress in the left knee. If you do, you can soften it a little bit. See how I soften that front knee a little? Was that 15? 16 now, 16. Yeah, that's fatiguing. I can feel that. Whew, take a second. Yeah, I kind of like holding it like this. I feel like I have more room. And you know when I'm saying the and, right? When I say and, because I want you to actively pull it up. Just don't let go. Because I'll hit Brittany if I let go. So hold on tight. All right, so left leg is forward, right leg is back. We're gonna start out slow first for the first 5. So we're coming across the left thigh and over the right shoulder. 1, 2, notice how I'm counting on the up motion this time. 3, just to emphasize that up motion. 4, 5, and now we're gonna start to speed up if you want. 6, 7, 8, come across. 9, across the thigh. 10, 11, 12, 13, tight core. 14, you need it. 15, otherwise you're gonna fall over. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yeah, that kind of starts to wrap around my core right around number 11. Okay, so my left foot is facing you guys. Right foot that way, left arm. Now stay here. First rep, we're gonna go together. Wait, Kathy. So I want you to push up. Actively push it up. Now keep pushing it up. Keep pushing it up as you go down. Keep pushing up, push it up, push it up. Ready? Now push it up more. Good, take a second. Hopefully you feel a little like, okay, I get it now, right? Please actively push it up. Don't let it just sit in the shoulder, okay? Here we go. Actively push it up. Actively push it up. 8, and if it's stressing behind the right knee, just soften it a little. Boy, when you actively push it up, it's a little harder. 11. You want to keep that back as straight as you can. Arm is shaking now. I've got 4. 3. Don't spill it. And 1. Woo. It's kind of, I love that exercise because you go from this overhead position, and then when I bend over, my arm is here. You're like, what? See? So see how that's where it is. So I'm working my arm in a way I could never work it unless I was bent over in that position. I don't know, I get off on that. Okay, coming back to the right leg forward. I think it's 8:48. Should have a little extra time to stretch today, which would be nice. So right foot forward, left foot is in that lunge. So kind of hard to see with the shoes, but my heel is not turned in. It's straight back. All right, that's important. And my hips, my feet are hip distance apart, right? I'm not trying to balance on a balance beam. Think of like railroad tracks, okay? All right, so my right leg is forward, which means I'm gonna come up over my left shoulder. And here we go. We're gonna go slow for the first 5. 1, 2, and up. Bend that back knee. 3, 4. Here we go. 5 and 6. That's it, Kathy. 7, 8. I can see Sally moving. 9, 10, 11, 12. Pull it up. 13. Pull it up. 14, 15, 5, 4. Oop, lost my balance a little. 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, the second set wasn't any easier. Okay, I've got the weight in my right hand. Left foot perpendicular to my right arch. Arm up. Now do me a favor. Push it up. Push it. Here we go. Push it good, right? 1. Side is so much easier for me. I know, right? 5, that's another reason I like this exercise. 6, it really addresses some weaknesses I have. 8, due to my left knee. 9, whenever you have an injury, especially something long-term. 10, it is going to impact the rest of your body somewhere. 11, 12, and if you don't address that, 13, 1 injury becomes 2, becomes 3. I got 5 more. Pushing up. Come on, push it up. 5, really stretch it up. You can soften that front knee if you're left knee if you need to. 4, but only if it's hurting behind it. 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, that right arm just doesn't fatigue like the left. But do we go heavier on one side more than the other? Never, ever, ever, ever. You always go based on the weaker side or the injured side or whatever. I swear when I see people in a fitness class and they're doing like 10 pounds in one side and 5 in the other, I'm like, okay, we've all done it, right? Yeah, until somebody told us not to. All right, so left foot forward, right foot back. Remember, train tracks, right? A little wider is always a little tiny bit better. Okay, up over that right shoulder, and then coming down, slow. 1, 2, and hold on. 3, hold. Bring that arm back. How far back can you get it? Come on, pull it back. Yeah, good. 4, pull it back. 5, and go. 6, 7, 8, 9, careful not to bend over too much. 10, keep your chest up. 11, bend your legs. 12, bend your arms. 13, oh, how far back? 14, 15, oh, I almost fell. 16, 18, and 20. Now I'm making noises. Woo! Okay, here we go. Left foot facing me, right foot, and how wide? Like that's too close. That's too wide, right? So kind of baby bear it, right? Somewhere in the middle. All right, here we go. So I've got a little bit of a pull in my right hamstring from something I did last week. So I'm softening my front knee a little, just so I don't stress it more, but still pushing that weight up, right? Pushing that weight up, keeping as flat a back as I can. Push it up. I'm on 12. I've got 4 more to go. And 1. Oh, oh my gosh. We got 6 minutes. Let's stretch you guys out. So whenever you tell somebody to stretch out, the first thing they do, they sit on the mat and they reach for their feet. Don't do that. Don't do that. Your hamstrings are long enough, believe me. So we're gonna put the left foot forward and the right foot back. Okay. So again, train tracks, and you're gonna shift shift your weight forward so that we're opening up that right hip a little bit more, but being conscious that you're not sitting in your low back, right? So pull those abs in. And then of course your knee is over your foot. It's not way over your toe. Go ahead and interlace your fingers, palms up. And then you want to press down on the top of your right foot a little, just a little, not too much because you might get a calf cramp, but just a little. And that should really wake that up in the front right here on the right side. And because you're all stretched up, you're going to have to really like focus on taking a deep breath in and then kind of settle into the stretch on the exhale. Good. Give me 1 more big breath. And then on the exhale, drop your left arm, and you're going to reach your right arm up and your left arm down. And you're trying to touch the mat with your middle finger. If you've got like a flat palm on the ground, that would be awesome, but I don't. Roll that right shoulder back a little. Reach that right arm up. I know it's uncomfortable. So how about 2 more breaths? Good. And then come on out. All right, so we're gonna see the difference on the other side now. So now my right foot is forward. Ow. And my left leg is back. Again, I'm gonna kind of start to shift forward already, but not sitting in my low back. Knee is over the ankle, foot. Interlace my hands, stretch them up, and I'm gonna press down on the top of my left foot just a little bit, right? Immediately, as soon as you just a little pressure, you feel that in the front of your left thigh and the hip flexor area. And I prefer this stretch over like just going for hamstrings because we spend so much time seated. Our hips are short and tight. 2 more breaths. What could you do with that breath? Where could you go? On that exhale, go ahead and drop that right hand. And then you're gonna reach that left arm up and try to touch that right middle finger to the ground. This side for me is a little harder. I can feel that I'm kind of forward with my body in order to touch the ground. So I'm gonna come off out of that, come back up where I'm supposed to be and see if I can't touch the ground on this side, so I can see this side's a little tighter. 2 more breaths. Oh, good. Come on out. Okay. One more stretch. So yoga-ish, child's pose, right? So your knees are wider than your shoulders. Your feet are touching. Your arms are way out and your forehead is touching the mat. So if your butt is on your heels, great. If it's not, then don't stress about that. So in this position, your belly's like down to gravity. So when you take a breath in, let your belly get really big and send the breath all the way down to your pelvis. Sometimes a yoga person will say that, send the breath to whatever. You're like, how do I do that? Just think about it, right? Just think about it. Good, bring yourself up halfway so your torso's up, and you're gonna walk your hands over to the left. You're gonna lay your right forearm on the mat, put your forehead back down, and with your left hand, you're gonna push yourself over to the right. So you're bowing the right side of your rib cage. That should feel so good. Send the breath seriously into your right ribs. Come on up. Switch to the right side. So both hands to the right. Lay the left forearm down. Put your forehead down. And push your body over to the left with your right hand. And just seriously breathe into that left rib cage. Oh. And come on out. All right, kids. You are done. Oh, that was a good one. Woo.